Welcome students in session number 3 of chapter number 6 triangles. So in the session number 2 we saw how to prove the BPT theorem, basic proportionality theorem. That theorem is called as Thales theorem also. What is the statement of the theorem? That if a line is a parallel to one side of a triangle, then it divides other two sides in same ratio. Okay, so now we are going to see only statement of the theorem number 6.2. What is the theorem number 6.2? See here, it is a converse of the theorem number 6.1, converse of BPT theorem, that if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. I will write that theorem. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then a line is parallel to the third side of the triangle. This is the theorem. It is only converse of the theorem. Means what? Suppose this is a triangle. This triangle is ABC. ABC is a triangle. Okay. And if a line which divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, suppose this is a CD line. This line divides the triangle, divides the two sides of a triangle AB and AC. These two sides divided in the same ratio. Means what? That is, we can say that if AC upon CB is equal to AD upon DC, then CD is parallel to BC. CD is parallel to BC when AC upon CB is equal to AD upon DB. Means a line divides the two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then that line is a parallel to the third side of a triangle. This, okay, it is only converse of the first theorem. Just only you have to remember the statement of the theorem. This theorem we are going to use while solving the examples. Clear? Okay, now we are going to see some examples on these two theorems. That is exercise number 6.2 that you have to solve. Before that, I'll just solve some solved examples. Okay, this is the example. If a line intersects sides AB and AC of a triangle ABC at D and E, this is a line. It is intersecting the sides of a triangle AB at D and AC at E respectively, and is parallel to BC. So this line, suppose this line we can say DE, this line is parallel to BC. So what we can say, the line which divides the sides AB and AC at point D and E, this line is parallel to BC. Then we have to prove that AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. How do we prove this one? See, if a line is parallel to the one side of a triangle, then it divides other two sides in the same ratio. So we can say that if DE is parallel to BC, we can say that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC by the theorem, that Thales theorem or BPT theorem. So you can write by BPT theorem, basic proportionality theorem. Just we have to write the reason here. AD upon DB is equal to AE upon AC by BPT, basic proportionality theorem. Okay, so but we have to prove here AD upon DB is equal to AE upon AC. This we got, but we have to prove AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. How we can prove it? Just I'll take the reverse ratio here. DB upon AD is equal to DB upon AD is equal to EC upon AE. I'll add 1 to the both sides. So DB upon AD plus 1 is equal to EC upon AE plus 1. If I am adding 1 in the left side, I should add 1 in the right side also. So whatever I am doing, just I have to do same on both sides. So just I'll equate the denominator. DB plus AD upon AD is equal to EC upon AE, that is plus AE. EC plus AE upon AE. Okay, so yes. Why I have taken the reverse ratio here? Because of I want to take AD, okay, upon DB plus AD. Just I'll tell you DB plus AD in the figure. DB plus AD is AB. So AB upon AD is equal to EC plus AE. EC plus AE. EC plus AE is AC upon AE. Again take the reverse ratio of this. If I am taking the reverse ratio, AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. So this proof I got it here. So AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. If AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC, we can say that AD upon AB is equal to AE upon EC. So here onwards we can say that if a line parallel to the one side of a triangle, then it divides other two sides in same ratio, as well as instead of telling AD upon DB, we can take AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. Okay, this is the second example. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is a parallel to DC. E and F are the points on non-parallel sides of AD and BC respectively. E is a point on non-parallel side AD. F is a point on non-parallel side BC respectively, such that EF is a parallel to AB. EF is a parallel to AB. Show that AE upon ED is equal to BF upon CD. So here for proving this one, just I have to take the triangles. Here it is a trapezium. By the Thales theorem or by the BPT theorem, if in a triangle one side is parallel to the other side, then it divides other two sides in the same ratio. But it happens in triangle. So this trapezium, I'll convert in the triangles, two triangles. I'll join AC. See here. I'll join AC. Okay. And it is intersecting at point, say suppose G. G is the point. Okay, so how we can prove it? Join AC. Okay, so if EF is parallel to AB here, and we know that AB is EF is parallel to AB, and AB is parallel to DC because of it is a trapezium. AB is parallel to DC. Then we can say that EF is parallel with DC. EF is parallel to AB. AB is parallel to DC. So that's why EF is parallel with DC, isn't it? Now consider the triangle. Which triangle? ADC. This triangle you have to consider. ADC. Consider this triangle. Consider ADC triangle. In ADC triangle, EF is parallel to DC. So that's why EG is parallel to DC. So EG is parallel with DC. If a line parallel with one side of a triangle, it divides other two sides in same ratio. So therefore AE upon ED is equal to AG upon GC. This is equation number 1. And how we got the equation number 1? By basic proportionality theorem, by BPT, isn't it? Now consider the another triangle. Consider the triangle CAB, the another triangle CAB, this triangle. Consider the CAB triangle. In this triangle, EF is a parallel to AB. We can say that GF is a parallel to AB. GF is parallel with AB. Therefore, CG upon CG upon AG. CG upon AG is equal to CF upon BF. Why? This is equation number 2. By not equation number 2, just by BPT theorem, basic proportionality theorem. Just I'll take reverse of this. Reverse the ratio. AG upon AG, CG upon AG. Instead of that, I'll take AG upon GC is equal to CF upon BF. Instead of that, I'll take BF upon FC. BF upon FC. Reverse of this ratio. This is equation number 2. So by equation 1 and 2, if you observe here, AE upon ED is equal to AG upon GC. Here AG upon GC is equal to BF upon FC. So that's why can we say that from 1 and 2, AE upon ED is equal to AG upon GC, and that AG upon GC is equal to BF upon FC. So directly I will write BF upon FC. This is the our required value. AE upon ED is equal to BF upon FC. We can say that this is a required. Okay, the next example, very interesting example, example number 3. In figure, PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon QR. There is one triangle. In that triangle, PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR. By reverse of the proportionality theorem, basic proportionality theorem, its reverse, its converse is, if PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR, then we can say that ST is a parallel to QR. Okay. And one more thing is they have given angle PST is equal to PRQ. PST, this angle is equal to PRQ, this angle. These two angles are equal. Then we have to show PQR is an isosceles triangle. How do we prove? See here, if or we can say that in triangle PQR, if PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR, PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR, then we can say that ST is a parallel to QR. Then ST is parallel to QR. Why? We can say that theorem number 6.2. That means what? By reverse of BPT theorem, or you can say that converse of BPT theorem, or you can say that theorem 6.2. If ST is a parallel to QR, can we say that angle PST is equal to angle PQR? Why? What is the reason? PST, this angle is equal to PQR, this angle also. Why? Because of the corresponding angles. If ST is a parallel to QR, then corresponding angles are equal. So here we can write corresponding angles. These are the corresponding angles. Okay, but it is given here angle PST is equal to angle PRQ. It is given. So this is 1 and this is 2. PST is equal to PQR and PST is equal to PRQ. So from equation 1 and 2, PST is equal to PQR, angle PQR is equal to PST is equal to PRQ, angle PRQ. Means 1 and 2, its left hand side is same, so that's why its right hand also same. From 1 and 2, angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. So if the two angles are equal, then that triangle is called as a isosceles triangle. So therefore triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. That's it. Okay, we will take one more example from the exercise 6.2, example number 5. What is the example? In figure, DE is a parallel to OQ. So this is a one triangle. See the triangle. PQR is the triangle. In that, here it is a O point joined to PO, OQ, OR, and EF is a line. Then here it is a D. So consider this figure. In this figure, DE is a parallel to OQ. So DE, where is the DE? This DE is a parallel with OQ. DE is a parallel with OQ. And one more thing is given. DF is a parallel to OR. This DF, it is a parallel with OR. These lines given the parallel. Now we have to prove that EF is a parallel to QR. EF is parallel with QR. So this we have to show. How do we show? For showing it, in first time, just I will consider the triangle POQ. Consider the triangle POQ. This triangle POQ. Consider this triangle. In that, DE is a parallel with OQ. So by basic proportionality theorem, we can say that PD upon DO is equal to PE upon EQ. Okay, I'll write here. Consider triangle POQ. POQ. In this triangle, what is given? DE is a parallel with OQ. It is given. DE is a parallel with OQ. It is given. Therefore, we can say that PD upon DO is equal to PE upon EQ. PD upon DO is equal to PE upon EQ. Equation number 1. And by how? By basic proportionality theorem. If a line parallel with one side of a triangle, it divides other two sides in the same ratio. By basic proportionality theorem, this is equation number 1. Now consider another triangle. Which another triangle? See here, POR. Consider this triangle POR. Consider the triangle POR. In POR, DF is a parallel with OR. So by basic proportionality theorem, if a line parallel with the one side of a triangle, it divides other two sides in the same ratio. If DF is a parallel to OR, we can say that PD upon DO is equal to PF upon FR. So consider the triangle POR. In POR, DF is a parallel with OR. It is given. Then we can say that PD upon DO is equal to PF upon FR. This is equation number 2. And how we obtain this one? By basic proportionality theorem, by BPT. Okay, so now we have to prove what we have to prove. EF is a parallel to QR. Now consider the triangle, the big triangle PQR. In big triangle PQR, if what we can say that from or before that just I'll write from equation 1 and 2 PD upon DO is equal to P upon EQ, and here PD upon DO is equal to PF upon FR. So from 1 and 2 can we say that PE upon EQ is equal to PF upon FR. Left hand side is equal, so that's why right hand side is also equal. So okay, this is equation number 3, isn't it? So PE upon EQ is equal to PF upon FR. So in triangle PQR, if a line divides other two sides, or if a line divides two sides in the same ratio, then that line is parallel to the third side of a triangle. So in triangle PQR, if PE upon EQ is equal to PF upon FR, then we can say that EF is parallel with QR. How we can say that EF is parallel with UR? So for that you can give the reason. What is the reason? Reverse of BPT. What is the reverse of BPT? If the line divides other two sides in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side of a triangle. Hence it is required. Okay, so I taken the 3-4 examples, then reverse BPT theorem in this session. So many of the examples are there from the exercise 6.2. Solve the exercise 6.2 all examples, and in the next session we will see criteria of the similarity of triangles. So this exercise is very important as an exam point of view. So either the theorem will come in the exam, basic proportionality theorem. If the theorem not came, then its example will come. So either of these two will come for the 3 or 4 marks. So that's why this exercise and BPT theorem is very important one. In the next session we will see similarity of triangles. Thank you.